This is a story about Thomas and Percy. Thomas is a cheeky little blue steam engine. He is the #1 engine on Sir Topham Hatt's railway and has a whistle that sounds like this. Percy is Thomas's best friend. He is a small green tank engine with 4 small wheels and the number 6 on his cab. Percy has a whistle that sounds like this. So let's begin our story. Thomas and Percy stick together. It was a bright sunny day in the island of Sodor. Best friends Thomas and Percy were racing around Sir Topham Hatt's railway. Thomas and Percy loved to work and play together, especially when they both had jobs that took them to the same places.
Race you to Marin Station, Percy! You're on!
The 2 little engines raced across the island. Sometimes Thomas was winning.
Yay! I'm in the lead!
And sometimes Percy was winning.
I'm winning now! Oh, no, you're not!
The 2 friends loved to race. And in the end, it didn't matter who won, because they were both having fun. Their final delivery was to Knapford Station.
Last one to Knapford is a rusty truck! Well, that'll be you then, Thomas!
The 2 best friends sped off, racing along the tracks. When they arrived at Knapford Station, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for them.
Thomas and Percy, I've got some more jobs for you today.
Yay!
Thomas, I need you to pick up some passengers from Ulfstead Castle and take them to Vickerstown Station. Percy, I need you to collect some trucks from Brendam Docks and take them to the quarry.
Thomas and Percy looked at one another.
Oh, we're going to different places. That means we can't race.
Then Thomas had a cheeky thought.
I know. We can still race to the first junction.
And before Percy had even had a chance to blow his whistle, Thomas raced away.
Last one to the junction's got a leaky gasket.
Percy chased after Thomas.
Wait for me. I'm in the lead, slow coach. I'll show you who's slow.
Percy soon caught up with Thomas. It was the closest race they had ever had. As they raced towards the junction, they were neck and neck. But soon, the 2 tracks would join up and become one. The 2 engines were racing so fast, they both reached the junction at exactly the same time. The 2 little engines bumped into each other.
Sorry, Thomas. Sorry, Percy.
Luckily, neither of them was hurt. But when the 2 engines tried to set off in their different directions, they ran into a problem.
I've got to get to Ulfstead Castle. And I've got to get to Brendam Docks.
When Thomas tried to set off, he got pulled back.
I'm stuck.
And when Percy tried to move, he got pulled forward.
Me too. I don't understand.
They pulled one way, and then the other. But neither of them could go anywhere.
Oh no! We're stuck together! What are we going to do?
Then an idea flew into Thomas's funnel.
Wait, I know what we can do. We're going to have to work together. But how? 2 engines are stronger than 1, so we can pull both loads at the same time. You mean, do both our jobs stuck together? Yes! Come on, Percy!
So, still stuck together, Thomas and Percy set off to collect Thomas's passengers. When Thomas and Percy arrived at Ulfstead Castle, the passengers were waiting on the platform.
All aboard!
All the passengers got on board, and the guard blew his whistle to let Thomas know it was safe to leave. Thomas and Percy both peeped their whistles, and together they hurried out of the station. But instead of taking the passengers straight to Vickerstown, Thomas and Percy headed to Brendam Docks to collect Percy's trucks.
But Thomas, won't your passengers be late?
Not if we go really fast, Percy. Just like when we were racing.
So Thomas and Percy raced across the island together, going as fast as they could. The passengers were very puzzled.
We're going the wrong way,
Said a man with an umbrella.
And we're going much faster than usual.
Said a lady in a big hat.
Did we get on the express by mistake?
Said a schoolboy. Thomas and Percy soon arrived at Brendam Docks.
I don't think this is my stop.
Said the man with the umbrella.
Come on, Percy. Let's get your trucks.
Thomas and Percy coupled up to the trucks. Then they raced away again, pulling the trucks and the passenger coaches along behind them.
We need to deliver these trucks to the quarry as fast as we can.
Then we'll take your passengers to Vickerstown.
Thomas and Percy raced across the island of Sodor. They whizzed through the villages and towns and flashed past stations.
Thomas and Percy coming through.
We've got a delivery to do.
And they soon got Percy's trucks to the quarry.
This isn't our station either.
Said the lady in the big hat. But it wasn't just the passengers who were puzzled. The quarry manager was very confused.
Thank you, Percy. And, Thomas. Should those passengers be here?
Don't worry. We're taking them to Vickerstown next. Come on, Percy. We haven't got long.
Thomas and Percy raced to Vickerstown as fast as they could. They were still stuck together, but this was almost as much fun as racing. When they got to Vickerstown, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting on the platform. He checked his watch.
Right on time, Thomas. But hang on a moment. Percy, what are you doing here?
Thomas and Percy told Sir Topham Hatt everything that had happened.
Ooh, well, you'd better go to the steamworks and get yourselves fixed. You can't stay stuck together forever. And maybe you should do a bit less racing from now on. It was very fast, but I liked the ride.
Said the man with the umbrella.
It was very nice to see the sea.
Said the lady with the hat.
Again!
Shouted the schoolboy. Sir Topham Hatt realised how much the passengers had enjoyed their journey.
Aha! Maybe racing can sometimes be a good thing. As long as you get your jobs done too.
Thomas and Percy both agreed. Thomas and Percy went to the steamworks, and they were soon mended and unstuck.
It was fun being stuck together, Thomas. But it wasn't as much fun as racing.
Well then, Percy, there's only one thing for it.
What's that, Thomas?
Race you back to Tidmouth Sheds. Last one to Tidmouth Sheds is a busted boiler.
So Thomas and Percy raced all the way back to Tidmouth Sheds. And this time, they didn't get stuck together.